Hello you brigands in Brigandine. It's myself Jonathan, also known as the PC Genie, and today we'll be talking about, indeed, the armour of Brigandine. So, what is Brigandine, I hear some of you ask? Well, this. So, Brigandine basically is an armour consisting of steel plates overlapping each other and riveted into an appropriate coat or garment, which is why it's also known as a coat of plates or a jack of plates or similar things like that. Let me give you a close-up, show you what it's like. As you can see, because they're made of small individual plates, I've got more flexibility and movement than you'd get in something like solid plate armour, but of course it's less protective. But it's still a very good type of protection because you've got solid steel plates overlapping in sort of lanes or plates, a bit like roof tiles on a building. They basically overlap each other, and then through their riveting to secure them to the garment, they stay nice and solid together in a pattern. Of course, there is a potential weakness in that the garment on top could be destroyed and it would cause the armour to start to fall apart, but you'd really have to take a serious beating in order for that to start happening. Suffice it to say that because of the way it looks from a distance, you know, from things like artwork and rest, it has been previously mistaken for a sort of studded armour. More on that on my other video about studded armour. But apart from that, it is something that actually, very much like plate, can be used pretty much from head to toe as a type of solid protection. So we see examples of things like effigies and depictions with actual brigandine on areas like the arms, the legs, and actually, there was even a video which was done by Knight Errant. You should watch his channel, it's very good stuff about armour, knows even more than I do in some areas. But one of the things he covered was these sorts of unusual helmets and things, and I noticed actually that there was a type which clearly showed that Brigandine also comes in a helmet form, surprisingly. Not a sort of fancy style like you'd see in maybe a bassinet or a barbute or, you know, even a sallet, something like that, but more a sort of, perhaps a peasant type of helmet perhaps, or some kind of cheaper, easier to design armour. So even more so than the torso version of Brigandine and coats of plates, you also get things like the helmets as a poor man's plate armour, as I say. So yeah, all in all, don't underestimate it. It is certainly a strong and sturdy type of armour, but if you're someone who can't quite afford to have a custom-made harness, you know, fitted and measured to your exact specifications, then it's a good choice. And also, like I mentioned in my video about tailoring armour and making sure it fits you properly, if you get it wrong and you get something that's more sort of off the shelf in something like solid plates, such as breastplates and things like that, you're pretty much either going to end up with something that just happens to fit you well enough, or you're going to have something that's horribly uncomfortable and actually worse than wearing no armour at all. Whereas on things like Brigandine, because of the flexibility and movement that you can get, there is a lot more tolerance in there. It's like this piece here is, well, I mean, I did have it customised, but I mean, there are probably better designs than this, and yet it fits me very snugly in comparison. So yeah, that's that on Brigandine armour, and see you later.